Because as much as we would want to think that there are no longer barriers within our systems, I think we have to recognize women across the board. We should support each other from whatever culture, whatever ethnic background, because we're most of us experiencing some form of discrimination. It's not a topic that we're most comfortable speaking about, but the reality is that it's there, and we'd be fooling ourselves not to realize that this is a reality, because it has been my experience, it has been other women of color have experienced it, because when we look across the board at women that are principals within schools, when we look across the board at women of color that are managers or in corporations or in positions of power, and you look at the statistics, it speaks for itself. So how do we overcome this? I think the only way we can have control is by taking our skill sets and our abilities and crafting for ourselves new frontiers in business, whether it's investment, whether it's real estate, whether it's in what have you. I've known many women of color that have chosen to go into social work profession. Now, when we look at the social work profession or in teaching profession, there are professions that individuals are paid so poorly. The work is of value, but you look at your reward. So I encourage women, not only women of color, but women across the board, to look at different career choices. Again, we come back to choices that will enhance your earning potential, so that really helps that you're not becoming dependent. So again, it depends on our career choice. It depends on so many things, recognizing what's happening within our environment, and recognizing what's happening in our environment obviously will help in the choices that we make to ensure that we remain financially viable and secure. Because it is my belief that once a woman is financially viable and secure, it helps when a woman is experiencing abuse within a relationship, that she has an out. That doesn't mean, please don't misunderstand this, that does not mean that automatically she gets out of an abusive situation. It only enhances the probability, to put it mildly, that if she knows she can stand on her feet, maybe she can even take time out from the relationship to reevaluate. So it gives her more options. That's what I'm saying here. Where she feels that she has choices, where she can look at herself and say, you know what, because I'm not dependent, maybe notwithstanding the emotional, maybe we can take some time out, we can reevaluate, we can put some counseling if that will work. So it helps you to look at your options and to make different choices. So I would encourage the women that are in shelters and that are experiencing abuse to not only look at a good job, but to look at good businesses and how, again, looking for the resources that would help you to establish those businesses. And you know what? Looking at your credit again would be something where you need to start at, because with a good credit rating you can go to the bank probably and with the right support and documentation to get loans to start these businesses. So again, it's crafting good solutions to adverse situations. So I think adversity sometimes brings us to the point where we become excellent creators. We become more creative in making ourselves more viable.